sweet, so you know that's easy eats. Them niggas was in the school, them niggas was in the streets. I was trying to get my dick sucked, rubbing hoes between the sheets. Ain't know she had a boyfriend, now I'm dodging niggas toting heat. Niggas always acting, I just don't know who they supposed to be. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy D-Lo, aka Turtle, aka Young Goat, and I'm back with another YouTube video, man. If you know, I want you to like, share, and subscribe, show some love in the comments, man, and that's pretty much it. Now, I saw something on YouTube, it was talking about like college roommate horror stories and my college roommate horror stories, so I'm gonna speak on my little college, my bad college roommate experiences, man, or my college roommate horror story, Now, see, me and bro still got along, we were still cool to this day, so it wasn't too terrible, but I don't ever want a roommate again. I don't want roommates. I don't want a roommate. I had a room with niggas when I went to Cali because I couldn't afford to be by myself. But for the most part, y'all, if you going to college and you about to room with, and at least I knew them, or not the Airbnb situation. But if you want to room, y'all, if y'all going to college and y'all looking for roommates, try to room with somebody y'all know, or at least you've been around before or something, bro. Because you don't want to just go in. You don't know who somebody is for real. You don't know who their friends is. You don't know who they're having around. So we're gonna jump straight into this now. Me and bro had an apartment on campus, and it was cool as hell. Like, we had a kitchen. And a living room. Instead of just having like a dorm room, how it's kind of set up, we had a whole like apartment. So we had a kitchen, bathroom, living room, and then we had the one bedroom with the, it had 2 beds in there. That's where, we were sleep at. Now, I didn't have no issues with bro at all. It was mainly the people he brought around. That was the issue. This nigga would bring motherfuckers around. They'd just be like some people just, or like, they'd just be doing too much. They didn't really respect the room. And I feel like, me personally, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I wasn't really in there. Like, over time, I kind of just started not being in there. I was sleeping in somebody else's dorm room for a minute. I damn near had clothes and ache shit. I was over there for the most part. I ain't gonna lie, but let's jump straight into it. So, it kind of started with, like, I don't care if you cracking a female or something like that. Like that, I don't mind that at all. Like, I remember one time I came back from a late night grill. I'm walking up the stairs, man. I walked to my door. I walked to my room, my door, and I'm about to put the key in, and I hear music playing, and it's coming from my room. He playing some like, I wanna take you down, like some classic shit, like some I'm putting it down shit. So I'm like, I know bro going crazy. So, and it's crazy because instead of going in, he ended up texting me he texted me something like, you on your way back to the room? I'm like, I'm in the hallway. He like, oh, you a real nigga. You obviously you knew what was going on. He was like, you good, bro? You come in now. So I slid in, and he had to be hitting her in the living room. This might be off topic because this was funny as hell, y'all. So he had something on. I had my Xbox or my PS4 at the time. I had one of those. And it was in the living room, and he turned the movie on, and I came in, and I'm sitting there, me and him chopping it up, and Shorty just laying there with the cover on her, dog, and he looked at her like, so like, what you about to get into? Like, that's like, where he trying to get her to go, and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like, this was a big bed, like, not a big bed, this was a big one. Like, she wasn't big like that. Like, and guess what, y'all? I love my BBWs, man. Trust me, I really do. I love everybody. I don't got a problem with nobody. But I'm saying, bro, for her to spend the night, bro, and sleep with him in our little college little twin beds, it's a lot of human. You feel me? So he trying to get her to go. She like, I'm staying the night. What? He like, oh, and it messed me up because look. He was expecting me to hop in and say something, but I'm like, bro, I can't say nothing. You feel me? He thought I was going like she was like, D-Lo, like, you don't care if she stay? I'm like, nah. Feel free. She can stay on long as she want. So, but I'm like, but I'm about to go to bed. As soon as I said I'm about to go to bed, I walked to the room. He was like, yeah, man, I am getting tired. So, he was like, if you stay in the night, I guess you can go to bed now if you want to. But he was like, if you want to, if you're not really tired, you want to go ahead and get up out of here, He was trying so hard to get her up out of there, bro. So he took her to the room, dog. And the way the room's set up, the beds are separated. I know I'm off topic, but Pete, it's gonna make sense later down the line, y'all. I'm laying there, right? And all I hear is I hear a lot of movement across the room. Like, bro, I hear limbs on limbs. Like, I just hear arms and and I just hear him like, no, bro, put your head on my chest. Like, no, move like this. Like, and they were just going at it, bro. So like, nigga, they was over there sounding like they had a WWE match going on. I'm not gonna lie, it was a WWE match in that bed, bro. And when she got up and she left, bro, in the morning, bro, and nigga had me roll. He was like, bro, that shit was. He was like, man. He was like, bro, I already don't even like cuddling. He was like, man, that shit was so uncomfortable. And it sounded uncomfortable. The nigga said he ain't even really sleep. He said the bitch was breathing in his, the bitch was breathing in his face and shit. I'm like, dog, but look. So that wasn't an issue. I don't got a problem with somebody having people over for real. I already don't be tripping about nothing. Things started getting bad when people started constantly coming over because I didn't have a problem with it. And I mean, it would have been the other way around too. Like I had people come over too. You know what I'm saying? It's like we college kids, but we don't care. But sometimes people will make a mess and not clean up. So the first real issue happened, or first real like thing happened, and that kind of was like, damn. Like, I came back, bro, and my floor was sticky as hell, bro. Right? And I'm in my J's. I'm in some Jordans. I'm in my Jordans, right? I'm stepping on the floor, it's sticky as hell. I'm like, what the did I just step in, right? I'm looking down and I just see like little dots and jump. I walk over, I kind of tiptoe over to the kitchen, right? And I look and I see my bag of sugar. Now look, I only bought this sugar for tea. So it was a lot of sugar, y'all. The bag was damn near down here and it was rolled up, right? And it was sugar on the counter, falling off the counter. And I'm like, bro. So turns out these niggas had a sugar and water fight, bro. Out of all things you can combine, these niggas combine sugar and water. The shit was so sticky, nigga. The whole floor from the kitchen all the way to like the bathroom was sticky as hell, bro. Shit was in the bathroom on the floor too, right? So he came back, he chopping it up with me, he blowed as hell, he chopping it up, he like, yeah, bro, my bad, da da da. You know, girls over, you know, man. We got things got a little sticky. I'm like, ain't no problem, I just hope things get cleaned up too, you feel me? So, bro, he looked, cleaned up, da 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 da. I wiped down the counter though. I had to go in and wipe down because it's like, he cleaned up the floors and shit, but it was still like sugar and stuff on the counter, so I had to go in the kitchen and wipe the counter down and shit. That wasn't too bad of an issue. We ended up having a food night, right? So me and my people, me and my friends, we in there. We cooking. I got a kitchen. Let's go. We going crazy. So we cooking this stuff, and I walk in. I smell something. Right? I smell something. It's one of them nasty smells to the point where you don't want to breathe it in. And people are so funny because I think about it like, nigga, something can stink so bad you don't want to inhale it. Like, I don't be wanting to inhale it because I don't even want the fumes and shit in my body. Like, I just be like, ugh, something nasty going on. So, and I look towards the bathroom, the door closed. And they like, bro, what is that smell? What's that smell? I'm like, I don't know. Y'all know I don't be in this bit. So, we go to the bathroom. I open the bathroom up, bro. The toilet clogged. Not only is the toilet clogged, bro, it's like layers to it. Like, you can look and see layers to it. Somebody took a dump, right? They took a dump. They wiped their nasty ass, right, with brown paper towel. Y'all, I just thought I smelled it. I damn near look. They wiped their ass with brown paper towel, right? Not only did they wipe their butt with brown paper towel, people was still peeing and pooping on top of that. I promise y'all. It was pee and poop on top of the pee and poop. And still wiping their butt with brown paper towel, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, how can somebody come in here and take a dump on top of a dump, knowing they can't flush it? Oh my G's, y'all. I'm like, these niggas wild. That's wild. I'm not a fan. I was not a fan of that at all. So, my people went down to the front desk. They requested a janitor to come fix it. Boom, they came. The janitor came in like 30 minutes. Easy. They could have been did that. So, Y'all, I feel like I'm smelling it. My bad. My nose is just tingling, right? So, bro, they clogged the toilet up so bad, bro. Y'all, the toilet was so bad and it smelled so bad. But after they came and fixed it, we sprayed it and stuff. We sprayed up in there and, you know, closed the door for a second. And I'm like, damn. So, when we had the cooking night, though, y'all, my dog Mallory brought pots and pans. Real ninja, right? He brought his pots and pans or whatever. And it's like, we cooking this shit, and he left his pots or whatever over there. He left them over there. And one of the things he left was like this real nice crock pot. I think it was a crock pot or something like that. It was some of that nature, right? So it was nice. So I put it up for him. I put it up on the we had like a little area, had a little top shelf. Put the little top shelf, right? And down the line it disappeared, like it was gone. And I'm like, damn, like but I think he's, I don't remember, my roommate said that they used it to make chicken. I think he had said, I think they said they used it to make chicken. I don't remember. I think they ended up saying they used it to make chicken, but I think they took it somewhere and made chicken somewhere else. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, it ain't never come back. Or if he didn't take it, I just noticed it was gone. I wouldn't take it. Like, I wouldn't take it. So, and if my roommate didn't have to be somebody that came over, and I wasn't bringing nobody over at the time. So that just, like, shit was coming up missing. One thing, oh my gosh, I think one of the worst things, y'all, and this was like the icing on the cake, because it was like a lot of little issues. Oh no, this was another thing. I remember one day I came back, y'all, I was super tired. And this was around the time when I stopped really being in the apartment. Like, I just wasn't really in there a lot, off natural reasons. It wasn't like cause like, bro was a great roommate, bro. And he would also leave a lot to just disappear. But it's just like, when the nigga would have certain people around, they just would do whatever. Like, they'd just do whatever they wanted to. Like, they wouldn't trip. Like, I don't even think it was him that took the dump. I think it was one of his people that took the dump. And it was like, yeah, my bad, man, I had to take a dump, dog. Y'all ain't had no tissue. So, what happened, oh yeah, so I came back, I'm real tired, bro. I just did an all-nighter. I pulled an all-nighter with my dog, Nate. And I go up the stairs, and I go to my room, and I go to lay down. I'm laying down, right? And as soon as I fall asleep, I feel like 3 hours later, it's a nigga whispering in my ear, bro. D-Lo. D-Lo. D-Lo, D-Lo, D-Lo. Hey, yo, bro, D-Lo, I know you ain't sleep, dog. D-Lo. D-Lo. So I finally decide, I'm like, bro, what you want, bro? What's up? He like, bro, I'm sorry to wake you, bro, but I really need a brush right now, bro. Can I use your brush, bro? In my head, I'm thinking, why the fuck do this nigga want to use my brush? Out of all the, like, well, no, I can't say out of all the brushes, because all the brushes was my brush. I had like 2 brushes at the time, right? And I had a medium and a hard brush. And I think I told him, like, I'm like, nah, bro, no. Then he was like, I'll pay you. Now, me personally, y'all, with money on the floor, you know, I can't really say nothing, like, you know, how much you paying? But he was like, I think he ended up leaving like $9 on the counter. I think I only paid like $5 for the brush. But I'm still like, bro, like, who the fuck wanna use another nigga brush, bro? Like, bro, it's dandruff, dirt, grease, oil. It's all type of stuff. Dead skin in my brush, and you decide to use my brush. That's why I don't use other people's shit, bro. I don't like the thought of that, like, being in somebody else's hair. But I'm like, bro, why this nigga wanna use my brush? But the main reason I sold it, y'all, I felt like he was already using it. Because I wasn't really there. I felt like he was already kind of like coming in and using my brush and shit. So I'm like, it's whatever, dog. And at the time I had long hair too. But it's still like, that shit don't matter, bro. Like, bro, is just using my brush, bro. But I'm like, whatever, bro. He ended up buying the brush up off me. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, another thing that ended up, this was one of the kickers. My man's had a crazy girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie, like, shorty was crazy, bro. Like, she destroyed our room like twice. She comes and destroys the room. Now, I respect her because she wouldn't destroy my shit. But when she destroys the room, it's still like, damn, you feel me? Like, I think I came back one time, bro, and when I walked in, I saw crunched up noodles on the floor. Like a noodle packet, right? And she crunched up noodles and was sprinkling on the floor. I come in the room, it's like crunched up noodles on the floor, right? And it's just like food everywhere. I go in the room, his clothes is everywhere. It's like food all over his bed. She done wrote on his side of the wall like, you ain't shit. She done, you know what I'm saying? She done crunched up. Not only did she put the crunched up noodles on the floor, she put it all in his bed and junk, bro. And I come back out the room and I'm looking at him. He like, my girl, dog, she found out I cheated on her. I go to use the bathroom. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say. I go to use the bathroom, y'all. This nigga clothes is in the toilet. This nigga, I saw a shoe and some boxers and like some pants in the toilet. And then in the tub, he had clothes. His clothes was in the tub. I'm like, and then I noticed that it was like, there was bleach. Like she bleached his clothes. She bleached his clothes. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, but look. I go back to the room and I noticed one thing though. My bed and my little area was completely untouched. Like I was hype about that. That was the best time. I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. Like she destroyed his side of the room. She done messed up all his shit. She bleached his shit. She did all that shit. As long as my shit ain't touched, I'm good. And I was surprised because I feel like when a female is raging like that, bro, she don't give a fuck about nobody's shit. I feel like they don't give a fuck about nobody's shit. They'll fuck the roommate shit up and be like, you know what, fuck that nigga too. He ain't shit either. Just off association. Just being a roommate nigga ain't shit. But yeah, bro, she took all the only thing that was bad was the food that she was using to destroy his shit was my food. Like, it wasn't all my food, but like some of them noodle packets was mine. You feel me? But I wasn't mad, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. You know. That was pretty much it, dog. Like, it's like other stuff like anything else besides that is really not, like, wasn't an issue. Like I said, just kind of know who y'all rooming with beforehand. Try to get a feel. Try to understand. Because my roommate before him was my dog, Ryan. That nigga was amazing. Like, me and him would just be skateboarding type junk, like around that time. Just be on some chill junk. We watched the same show, so we just throw anything up on TV, just watch it. Shit was cool as hell. And then we around that time when we first was met a couple females that we were cool with, and I first met Dad, just pop up over there in our first little room and we just hang out. You know what I'm saying? Watch TV, just be chilling. Like, campus was banging. I ain't gonna lie, campus banged, bro. It really banged. I had a mini fridge, all type of junk. Like, that's pretty much it, man. I had to hop on my roommate horror story wave real quick. Drop one of these for y'all, dog. Hope y'all enjoyed that, man. It's your boy BlkTurtle signing out. Let me know what y'all want to see. We up out of here. Hey.